Hello everyone. Today let us study division of integers. We know that inverse operation of multiplication is division. For example, 3 into 5 is equal to 15. 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. Also 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. There are two main rules for division of integers. Rule number 1. When we divide a positive integer by a negative integer or a negative integer by a positive integer, we divide them as a whole number and put a minus sign before the quotient. In short, ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗಾದರೂ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ the quotient is always negative. Result ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೋ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Example, minus 12 divided by 2 is equal to minus 6. Negative divided by positive equals negative. 20 divided by minus 5 is equal to minus 4. Positive divided by negative integer equals negative integer. Similarly, minus 12 divided by 2 can also be written as 12 divided by minus 2. We are dividing 12 and 2 as a whole number first. 12 divided by 2, 6. ಆಮೇಲೆ minus sign add ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Next, minus 20 divided by 5. 20 divided by 5 is equal to 4 and then we add a negative sign before the quotient. Rule number 2. When we divide a negative integer by a negative integer, we first divide them as a whole number and then put a positive sign. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಾವು ಆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ನ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we divide those two integers as a whole number and then we put a positive sign. Negative integer divided by negative integer gives a positive integer. For example, minus 12 divided by minus 6. 12 divided by 6 to negative divided by negative positive. Minus 20 divided by minus 4. 20 divided by 4 equals 5. Minus divided by minus equals plus. In general, minus a divided by minus b is equal to a divided by b, where b is not equal to 0. So before we move on to the next topic, the two main rules are whenever we divide a positive integer by a negative integer or a negative integer by a positive integer, the result is always negative. But when we divide a negative integer by a negative integer, the result is always positive. Next, properties of division of integers. First property, division is not commutative. That is, a divided by b is not equal to b divided by a. Example, minus 8 divided by minus 4 equals 2. But minus 4 divided by minus 8 equals 0.5. Therefore, minus 8 divided by minus 4 is not equal to minus 4 divided by minus 8. A divided by b is not equal to b divided by a. Hence, division is not commutative. Next property. Any integer divided by 0 is meaningless. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ನ 0 ಜೊತೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 0 divided by any integer except 0 equals 0. When you divide 0 with any integer except 0, the answer is 0. In general, a divided by 0 not defined. 0 divided by a is equal to 0 except for a equal to 0. That is, a should not be equal to 0 here. Next property. Before that, let us see an example. Let a equal to minus 5. Minus 5 divided by 0 not defined. Any integer divided by 0 not defined. 0 divided by any integer, 0 divided by minus 5 equal to 0. Third property, any integer divided by 1 gives the same integer. In general, a divided by 1 equals a. Example, 7 divided by 1 equals 7. Minus 2 divided by 1 equals minus 2. Next, division is not associative. Consider three integers minus 16, 4 and 2. First two terms na group marna. Minus 16 divided by 4 divided by minus 2. Minus 16 divided by 4 is equal to minus 4 divided by minus 2. Minus 4 divided by minus 2 equals 2. Innantara group marna, last two terms group marna. Minus 16 divided by 4 divided by minus 2. 4 divided by minus 2, minus 2. Minus 16 divided by minus 2, 8. Hence, in general, this is not equal to this. A divided by B divided by C is not equal to A divided by B divided by C. Grouping first two terms, grouping last two terms. Both are not equal. Division is not associative. So let us solve a few example sums. Example 6, page number 24 in your textbook. So example 6 says, in a test, plus 5 marks are given for every correct answer and minus 2 marks are given for every incorrect answer. First given anta barkodana. First line odbitu given anta barkodi. First line alli ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, correct answer ಗೆ plus 5 marks ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. And for every incorrect answer, you will get minus 2 marks. First question, Radhika answered all the questions and scored 30 marks, though she got 10 correct answers. Second question, Jay also answered all the questions and scored minus 12 marks, though he got 4 correct answers. How many incorrect answers had they attempted? First question ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, first question ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, Radhika answered all the questions and scored 30 marks, though she got 10 correct answers. Number of correct answers is equal to 10. We know that marks given for one correct answer is equal to 5. So marks given for 10 correct answers is equal to 5 into 10. 50 marks ಬಂದಿದೆ correct answers ಗೆ. But ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, Radhika score is 30 ಅಂತ. So Radhika score is 30 marks. Therefore, marks obtained for incorrect answers is equal to total score, which is 30, minus score for correct answers, which is equal to minus 20. Minus 20 marks is awarded for the incorrect answers. Marks for one incorrect answer is equal to minus 2. Therefore, number of incorrect answers is total marks given for the incorrect answers. Now we will calculate ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ minus 20 divided by marks for each incorrect answer, which is minus 2. Minus 20 divided by minus 2, negative integer divided by negative integer is positive. 20 divided by 2 is 10. So 10 incorrect answers was answered by Radhika. Second question, Jay also answered all the questions and scored minus 12 marks, though he got 4 correct answers. What is it given? Jay's score firstly is minus 12. And then number of correct answers he has got is 4. What are the number of incorrect answers we should calculate? Okay, so marks for 4 correct answers is equal to, marks for each correct answer 5 anta namagu gottu. 5 into number of correct answers 4. 5 into 4 equals 20. But J's score is minus 12. So marks obtained for incorrect answers is minus 12 minus of 20. How did I get this? Minus 12 is the total score, total J score what they have given, minus the score for the correct answers gives you the score for the incorrect answers, which is equal to minus 32. Marks for one incorrect answer is minus 2. So the number of incorrect answers is total marks given for the incorrect answers divided by marks given for each incorrect answer equals 16. Minus 32 divided by minus 2 is equal to 16. Negative divided by negative, positive. 32 divided by 2 is 16. So the number of incorrect answers is equal to 16. Example 7. A shopkeeper earns a profit of rupees 1 by selling one pen. Profit is always represented by a positive number, positive integer, and loss is always represented by a negative integer. So first ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, a shopkeeper earns a profit of rupees 1 by selling one pen. Profit earned by selling one pen is rupees 1, and then a loss of 40 paisa per pencil while selling pencils of our old stock. So loss incurred by selling one pencil is 40 paise. First question. In a particular month, she incurs a loss of rupees 5. In this period, she sold 45 pens. How many pencils did she sell in this period? First, given barkodana. Given loss incurred by the shopkeeper is rupees 5. Loss is represented by negative. So you can write rupees 5 as minus rupees 5. And they have given that number of pens sold is 45. Number of pencils sold, this we should find. So profit earned by selling 45 pens is equal to 45 into 1. We know that profit earned by selling one pen is 1. So profit earned by selling 45 pens is 45 into 1, which is equal to rupees 45. Profit. So profit in a positive anta represent ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So plus rupees 45 ಅಂತ represent ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Next, total loss ಏನು? Total loss ಅವರೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Minus rupees 5. Always profit earned plus loss incurred is equal to total loss. ಈ ಕೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ total loss. Profit earned plus loss incurred is equal to total loss. Loss incurred is equal to total loss minus profit earned. Total loss minus 5. Profit earned is equal to 45. So when we subtract both of them, we get rupees minus 50. ಅಂದರೆ 50 rupees loss ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇವಾಗ rupees ನ ಪೈಸೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. We know that 1 rupee is 100 paise. Then 50 rupees is 100 into 50 divided by 1. Cross multiplication. Which is equal to 100 into 50 divided by 1. Which is equal to 5000 paise. Therefore, loss incurred is equal to minus 5000 paise. Question in ಕೇಳಿದರೆ, how many pencils did she sell in this period? So we got to know that loss incurred is minus 5000 paise. Loss incurred by selling one pencil, we know that it's minus 40 paise. So how many pencils she should sell to incur 5000 loss? 5000 paise loss ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು pencils sell ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? That number of pencils sold is equal to minus 5000 divided by minus 40. Negative integer divided by negative integer, positive integer. 5000 divided by 40 is 125. Therefore, she has sold 125 pencils. Next one. In the next month, she earns neither profit nor loss. Neither profit nor loss andre profit plus loss is equal to 0. If she sold 70 pens, number of pens sold is equal to 70. How many pencils did she sell? Number of pencils sold is equal to question mark. We should find this. So profit earned by selling 70 pens. We know profit earned by selling 1 pen is 1 rupee. So profits earned by selling 70 pens is rupees 70 into 1, which is equal to rupees 70. ಇದನ್ನ ಪ್ಲಸ್ rupees 70 ಅಂತಾದರೂ ಬರಿಬೋದು. ಇವಾಗ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅವರು 0 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಲಾಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಮೈನಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಮೈನಸ್ ಲಾಸ್. Therefore, loss is equal to minus profit ಅಂದರೆ minus 70, which is equal to minus 7000 paise. ಈ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So minus 7000 paise. Hence, total number of pencils sold is the loss for how many ever pencils sold. So the loss divided by loss for 1 pencil will give you the total number of pencils sold. So minus 7000 divided by minus 40 is equal to 175 pencils. She has sold 175 pencils. Here comes the end of the first chapter. In the next video, we'll be starting with the second chapter. Thank you.